day trends can and cannot be, I guess, looked at on Election Day in the booth, if you will, when you're voting. So here to break down some election faux pas in Arizona, Secretary of State Michele Reagan. Thanks so much for joining us so early.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Well, let's go right to the first one, selfies.
Well, okay, so taking a ballot selfie now is legal in Arizona, so you can do it as long as you're not inside the polling place. So if you, let's say you have your mail-in ballot and you're at home and you want to say, hey, everybody, look who I voted for, and take your picture at home with your ballot, perfectly A-okay, where that was illegal, by the way, a couple of years ago.
So you can actually show your ballot, though? You like up close who you voted for?
Correct.
That's okay.
Right, and if you think this was a long-standing law for many, many years. It makes sense if you think about it. It was illegal to try to influence the vote. But these laws were written before social media, so they needed to be updated. Our office led the charge in this, actually, to update the laws. So if you personally want to show off to the world,
we love selfies around.
So you can't do what Justin Timberlake did.
What Justin Timberlake did was take it in a polling place, and still trying to influence a vote inside a polling place is still illegal. So no selfies inside of a polling place.
But outside the door as you're walking in is okay.
75 feet.
75 feet. Best to take a picture with your sticker in the car. The I voted sticker.
Correct. And, you know, even just to kind of give you an idea how seriously this is taken, when I go inside polling places, just to check things out as Secretary of State, I don't even bring my cell phone.
Okay, that's another question. Can you bring your cell phone into polling places?
Sure, you can, because a lot of people have notes on their cell phones and stuff, and when you go inside the little boxed area, the curtains area, so to speak, I mean, that's your private area to pull out your notes and whatnot. But, you know, it's common sense here. You just, you know.
What about this? What if you go into a polling place wearing a Vote Trump or Vote Hillary type of T-shirt or slogan or some sort of
The hats are big now.
Can you do that in a polling place?
That was just made, that was a legal gray area in elections past, but they have ruled that if it's on your person, you know, if you're wearing a T-shirt, you're allowed to wear your T-shirt. What you have on, you can wear into the polling place.
You can't bring a sign then.
Correct.
You can't
signs,
bring a big...
no banners.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, but you can wear the T-shirt. If I can go back real quick to the phones, can you research while you're in the booth trying to vote?
Yes, that is, and that is why one of the things why voting is private. Voting is personal. It's still a secret ballot in this country and in Arizona. So that area, then what you're in that polling place, that's your space to bring your notes, and of course your notes sometimes now might be on electronic devices. So I think that space is respected and should be respected. Let's just not be overt about that.
We heard a couple months ago that there were some reports that some states, in particular Arizona, had some sort of hacking issue when it came to voter information. Can you talk to us about that? What was that all about, and how are you kind of making sure that our walls are up and protected going into Tuesday?
Thank you for asking about that, because that was very scary, and we are taking this very seriously. So in late June, early July, we had a computer get hacked in one of our rural counties, so it was very scary. And they were attempting to get into our database that holds all of the voter files. So while they were able to get into the computer, they weren't able to breach the database. Can we knock on wood? We were lucky, and we had some system protocols in place that kept us from getting hacked even further. This is something that we constantly need to be vigilant of. But I also like to point out that this registration system is completely separate from the vote tabulation system. When you hear about hacking, vote rigging, I like to caution people. The election day equipment that we use, the stuff that counts the votes, the systems that you put your ballots through that are counting the votes, those systems are all offline. Those aren't connected to an internet. Those pieces of equipment all over the country aren't connected to each other. That's a good thing, because those are that would be very hard to hack or very hard to rig. So we always like to separate the conversation between registration and the tabulation systems.
And I know you have a website. you have an office. So if people have any questions before Tuesday, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, you know, the best place to go is we set up a one-stop shop website where no matter where you are in the state, it'll cover all 15 counties and get you where you need to go. Arizona.vote. So you spell out our state name, Arizona, and then .vote. Polling place locators are on there. You can watch election returns from that website later that night. All the information about the ballot propositions, even the judges.
Everything.
Everything you need to know.
Everything you
Perfect.
can just pull up from Arizona.vote.